Hey y'all, I am Victor E. What's up? Let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, I just got back from seeing my friends at Pochos, getting some food, helping the local business stay afloat during these times. And we had a good conversation about what's going on, what we're feeling, how we're getting through it, and it compelled me to come on and share some experience that I've dealt with, that I've seen myself through over the last few years. For those of you who don't know, I came up in a you know unstable and traumatic childhood. I was in the Marine Corps infantry, deployed twice to Afghanistan, and after my time in the service, I came back and immediately went into college to study uh, trauma research, psychology, getting through and dealing with things that I saw growing up and that I was seeing in myself. So if I can, I'd like to share some of those things with you in dealing with how the body responds to uncertainty, to, big T, little t trauma, um, and things like that. So, what I heard in our conversation, and especially with this virus, was not only fear and anxiety, but how it tends to play out. As humans, we are a very, diverse species. And as diverse as we are, we share so many similarities, right? One of my favorite sayings that gets kind of thrown around a lot is, "You are a beautiful and unique snowflake, just like everyone else." And a lot of people tend to, in my experience, downplay that, right? If everyone's special, then no one's special. But I think this can be further from the truth. What makes me special and different from other people makes me unique, but also kind of, in a way, narrows my scope. Someone who cooks and is very, very good at cooking, like my friends over at Poachers. I can't do that. I can't do that to the level that they're at, right? I can paint really well. I can meditate really well. I can breathe very well. I can do a lot of things, but without other people's specialties, we'd be a lot less for it in our society overall. With that in mind, I feel like something that we can all address in similar ways, as different and various as we are, something that we respond to in very similar ways is stress, is anxiety, is fear. Right? When we get into a state of stress, our body tends to tighten up. When our body tends to tighten up, especially over long periods of time, it affects our immune system. This is true across the board. And so is the way to address it. When an animal out in the wild gets injured, it can come to a state of rest, right? Because if it feels like it's safe, it can relax. And when it relaxes, its body starts to regenerate, starts to heal on its own, right? Our body is very, very complex and very, state of the art kind of. And it's always fighting off, something in the environment. And when we are in a constant state of not ease, right, dis-ease, held over longer periods of time, is when our body starts to deteriorate, starts to become vulnerable to certain things. And it's really in a state of relaxation and awareness that we go through the experience of safety, of relaxation, of being at ease. And one of the quickest things that we can all do to get there is simply being aware of what's going on and breathing. When we breathe, it's almost like the body's way of helping the mind process what's going on. Breathing, I have found in all my years of research to be the experience of processing, the experience of being okay, of having time, right? You can tell yourself you have, you know, you're going to make the most of today, or tomorrow isn't guaranteed, or, we always have tomorrow. That song by Annie, like tomorrow. But in a state of awareness, there's no room for anxiety. And being aware of your thoughts, you're not playing with them. You're not thinking that you're the one that's thinking them. When you simply sit in a state of awareness, the body tends to relax. And for a lot of us who are going through this thing together, where we're at home, self-quarantining, we can think of this as a time to be of service to ourselves and others. For a lot of people, they still have to go out, they still have to work, they still have to, provide for their families. But if you're in a place where you are quarantining, you are socially distancing, it can help to think of it as other people can't rest, so I'm going to rest for them. I'm going to put more of that out there, of resting and recovering, so that there's more of that out there. And in doing so, I'm going through the experience of being in a safe place. I'm acknowledging what is happening. I'm not denying any of it. I'm addressing the elephant in the room. And with anyone around me, we're collectively going through the experience of getting through it together. So with that in mind, one of the, I'll say, 2 breathing exercises that I can share with you right now is box breathing and breathing for deep relaxation or sleep. Box breathing, you can think of like a box, 4 sides. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. And just keep going in a pattern like that. And in doing this, counterintuitively, some things may come up. You may, in that moment, be called to process some things, and you just keep the pattern going. That's box breathing. Three, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and then inhale again. And the other breathing, I already feel much more relaxed, much more aware. And in doing so, you're breathing, relaxing your body, you're already boosting your immune system. Keep that in mind. Another thing is breathing for deep relaxation. So let's say it's similar to the box breathing, and we can keep that in mind, the box breathing. Maybe now it's more like a rectangle instead of a square. I inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, and on the exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And you keep it going. It can be very helpful to write this down and use it just after we get through this. There's still going to be reasons to be anxious, reasons to be fearful. Those will always come up. There's always that ebb and flow, that up and down of life, from happy experiences to medium experiences to sad or tragic experiences. Those are part of the deal. And they give our life flavor, they give it a robust experience. But breathing is the constant. It never changes, that we will always be breathing, or that we will in those states of tension, hold our breathing. And it's just the simplest thing to decide, no matter what's going on, no matter who's in our face or what's in our face, to come back to your breath. This is the most undervalued, undertaught tool that stretches across humanity and helps us connect to the moment, helps us to relax a little more than we just were. Breathing, and if you're up to the challenge, cold showers. You can start hot, lather up, and then for the rinsing off part, switch to cold. And again, return to your breath once you feel that that stress come on and your body wants to like shut down or close up or tense up. Open up with a breath and keep breathing no matter what. I would say if that's the mantra that's going to get us through anything in life, it's keep breathing. Breathing, cold showers. These two things will, cold showers are going to boost your immune system like nothing other. And breathing. If I could leave any two tools to the person I love the most to get them through any experience, it would be breathing and cold showers. With that in mind, I hope you can take these tools and start directly applying them today, as often as possible. And I wish you love, happiness, and a sense of safety. You can bring that to yourself today, and I hope you do. Much love. Peace.